Welcome people. Sunday morning, the Sunday show, everything's back to normal. We got Rachel on the boards, Walton, Jordan, me, Johnny O, Mars de la Mancha.
And you see it come crashing down on your wasted life. You fall on your wasted life, and you feel it as it rips you away from your wasted life. Fall on your wasted life, and it grab you and carry you away from your wasted life, from your wasted life, and it touch you, ask you if you're alright on your wasted time, all on your wasted time. Come on down and see it, see where it leads. I've got nothing, you've got me. Come on down and see it, see where it leads. I've got nothing, and you've got me. Come on down and see it, see where it leads. I've got nothing, and you got me. And we're all on top, some are down to die. When our pulse stops, we're all born to cry. I shot Johnny in the back again. Come around, baby, and you meet my friends. I shot Johnny in the back again. Cause I believe it. I shot Johnny in the back again. Come around, baby, and I do it again. I shot Johnny in the back again. I shot Johnny in the back again. Come around, baby, and you meet my friends. I shot Johnny in the back again. Cause I believe it. I shot Johnny in the back again. Come around, baby, and you meet my friends. I shot Johnny in the back again, cause I believe it. I shot Johnny in the back again. Come around, baby, and you meet my friends. I shot Johnny in the back again, cause I believe it. I shot Johnny in the back again. Come around, baby, and you meet my friends. I shot Johnny in the back again, cause I believe it. I believe it. I believed it. I believed it. I believed it. I shot Johnny in the back again, cause I believe it. I shot Johnny in the back again. Got a problem with him, I'll do it again. I shot Johnny in the back again, cause I believe it. I shot Johnny in the back again. Got a problem with it, and you meet my friends. I shot Johnny in the back again. Got a problem with it, I shot Johnny in the back again. Come around back and you meet my friends. I shot Johnny in the back again. And come and see it, and I'll do it again. Do it again, do it again, do it again. There's no return to what you need. 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 There's no return to what you need.
back.
RadioTitans.com.
Johnny O's birthday on Friday, everybody.
Yeah.
Happy belated birthday.
It was pretty
Him
awesome.
and Rafa.
You were there. You told me. Yeah, it was good.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, you made it there.
Happy belated birthday, even though we told you on your birthday.
Yeah. Yeah, it was fun. Yeah, that was a pretty awesome night.
Yeah, it was great, man.
Yeah.
You didn't throw up, though, so that's not so good.
No, that's perfect. I'm 40 years old. I'm not supposed to throw up anymore.
I don't know what you think, Mark.
Well, I mean, I've been steadily curtailing that sort of behavior.
Yeah, it's better, you know.
The key is not drinking too much.
Yeah, don't drink too much. Drink a Coca-Cola. Just Coca-Cola, no whiskey.
Sip, don't chug.
Yeah, sip. Sip that beer.
I
Try to make sure it's like almost room temperature when you get to the bottom of it.
I don't know.
That'll
Drink
time
better
it.
beer.
Yeah, drink better beer. There's another big one too.
I don't usually follow that rule.
Actually,
I do at home, just not out.
sometimes I think it's like drink shittier beer sometimes. Like if you drink better beer the whole time, you're fucked.
That's a double-edged sword, though.
Yeah.
Because I mean, it costs more
And it's
at the place.
and there's more alcohol usually.
Yeah.
When you start getting into craft brews and
if you're like into that IPA pissing contest sort of thing, then you're gonna get high.
Yeah, you're gonna get drunk after 3 beers and
nobody wants to deal with that.
Yeah, and your whole mouth tastes like fucking like you sucked on a pine cone for a half hour.
Like you've been sailing around the Horn of Africa to India.
Yeah, there's just some crazy taste in your mouth after that. I went to a brewery yesterday. It was fun.
Which one?
It's a new brewery. It's called, I wish I could remember their name, but they're in Pomona. Little brewery with a tasting room. They had some funny beers. They had a chai beer.
You should remember their name, then you can plug them.
Yeah, well, they're not paying us, so fuck them. You know, if they decided to pay us, then we'd plug them. But their beer wasn't that. I actually don't want to put their name out there because I didn't think their beer was that good. I was like, fuck this. Me and Jude brew better beer than this, man. Damn, no joke. Like, you guys got all this equipment, you still can't get good bubbles in your beer? Like, damn. We were getting pretty good bubbles.
Step one, carbonation.
Yeah, carbonation. Getting good carbonation. That's the number one challenge of a home brewer.
All I know about beer is going to the store and buying some. That's the only thing I know.
That's it.
I once witnessed domestic violence on account of somebody spilling beer. Homemade beer.
Oh, that's
I'm not gonna name any names, but a friend of mine growing up, his dad used to brew beer, and he had his wife come help him move it, and they started spilling it.
I don't think we should finish this story at all.
He just.
Yeah, no, that's kind of one of those, like, what are you doing spilling my beer, man?
Oh,
especially if it's
that
after.
is like the worst reason to hit
Well, no, but
somebody.
if it's after fermentation, like if it's when you're in the bottling phase, like filtering bottling phase, you've let that shit, you cooked it for 8 hours, you did all this work, you've had it in the bottle, like in the big jug, like watching it work for like 2 weeks, you got to hit the perfect point, you take your measurements, everything's good, and then you're like, you start spilling a gallon of fucking beer? Are you kidding me? That's goddamn gold. I don't care how much it costs. My blood and sweat and life is in there. I wanted to drink that beer more than anything else.
Yeah, I mean, I can understand wanting to drink the beer, but, man, you don't put your hands on nobody. I mean, yeah, you get a little upset.
Wait, was it his wife or his kid?
To be fair,
His wife.
Actually didn't.
Oh.
We didn't. I don't think there was any actual. I said violence, but I probably just meant like verbal abuse.
Oh, well, that's different.
That's
she totally deserved it.
Yeah, I agree. That's true. No, you shouldn't.
Yeah, don't drop. Fuck, I know better than to bring you anywhere.
Yeah,
that's funny. Cool. That's funny
Serious.
stuff. You know what I mean?
We
Like,
had-
dude, you totally lost it on her for a beer. That's hilarious. I'm
He
telling
should have asked
everybody.
us to help. We were.
But if you like,
Dude, I-
12.
But if you lose it to the point where you hit somebody, then like that is like a party foul for real.
We would
Yeah,
use
for
Jude's nieces. We let the 8-year-old and the 11-year-old little girls help us bottle beer. They love it. They love putting the bottle caps on, you know.
Yeah, I can imagine kids
little
doing
girls.
that.
They both love beer though. Their dads.
I mean, we're pretty uptight here. I mean, I grew up in a house where I was allowed to drink wine at the table when I was like 5, and
Right.
it wasn't like a significant quantity of wine, but it was definitely like a pacifying quantity, you know. And it would be mixed with water, and I'd drink it with dinner, and you know.
Well, they wanted to get you used to drinking fine wine with dinner.
Yeah, well, that and it's like, you know, after you finish your milk, like, what else are you gonna do?
Yeah, go to sleep. Yeah.
make you go to sleep.
Yeah.
I
Anyway,
think that was huge. I mean, I can't remember too many nights after, having spent too much time up after.
But you got Southern American roots.
Yeah,
right?
my dad's from Argentina. So
Yeah, and they're really big on wine and with dinner and
Yeah.
stuff like that, right? I mean, they break bread. It's like a fiesta or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, it's a big deal, right?
Yeah.
So I can understand the wine thing because your dad takes food passionately, and there's a lot of passionate people about food. Like I never knew food could be so passionate, but yet it's very passionate.
Yeah, I mean, meals are several hour affair.
Yeah,
down
the
in
Argentine
Argentina,
culture
and
has this.
Here, it's like shovel it down as fast as
Yeah.
possible.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
that'll
No
make you
shit.
sick, and then you don't.
Well, Argentine culture is so infused with Italian and French culture
Yeah.
that it's like there's a lot of that, eat.
And
I
German
thought it was
and Spanish.
German. Yeah,
Everything. I
Most
mean,
German,
German.
Spanish.
Yeah,
I
it's-
mean, well, they call Buenos Aires the Paris of South America.
Yeah.
Apparently,
because
the
it looks
conspiracy theorists, Hitler died a peaceful life in Argentina.
I
Mendoza.
heard it was actually Chile.
Yeah,
Was it Chile?
Yeah.
Was it
Santiago.
Definitely Chile.
I heard it was Argentine, so I don't know.
No, but there was definitely a lot of Nazi flight after World War II to South America. That's definitely.
I mean,
well
shit,
known.
it's actually not a bad idea. It's a pretty nice place from what I
Yeah.
hear. I would go.
But,
Actually,
aside from the United States and Israel, Argentina's got like the biggest population of Judaism or Jews. So
yeah, I work for an Argentine Jew.
yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
He's great. That's all we're going to say there. No, but so the Argentine we have in studio today, though, is Mr. Mars de la Mancha. Here on Radio Titans, the
Howdy.
Sunday show. Hanging out, Mr. Cool. What are you here for today, Mar?
We are going to listen to a record that my first solo record, and pretty proud of it. This is a soft release. We're going to have a couple tracks available online, but we're hopefully going to listen to the whole thing during this session.
I'm excited because I don't think I've heard every song on it. I might have. I don't know.
Yeah,
But
maybe. I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know. But it's a pretty good album. We've been sitting on this. I've been wanting to play this for a while.
Yeah.
So it's great that we
I've been
actually...
trying to get this pressed to vinyl, so that's starting tomorrow.
That's
Congratulations.
Awesome.
And that's the thing, is getting it pressed to vinyl.
Right.
There's no other way to do it.
Not when it sounds that good.
Yeah.
I have a version of the acetate, and it sounded amazing when we first got it. We've played it a couple times, so the quality degrades
Yeah.
significantly on that type of pressing because it's pressed on a metal plate and covered in a lacquer instead of an actual plastic vinyl, so it doesn't hold up as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited to have. It's the first work that I've done that I feel was worth going out and spending the extra money on and having a nice production for it.
Well, you get what you pay for, man. And I'm a firm believer in stop being cheap, spend the money. Even if you ain't got the money, figure out a way to go get that money. If you got to save it, you got to do whatever you got to do, man. It's worth it, especially when you get the finished product and you can be proud of it the way you're talking about it now. It's because you went ahead and spent the extra pennies.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, man. Congratulations. Good for you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thanks, man.
Let's hear it. Let's hear the first track. It's Takes Back the Sun.
Yep.
You got any words to say about this one?
My parents had a painting of an old Indian chief, Native American chief in a headdress, and it was an amazing portrait. And the name of that painting was Takes Back the Sun, and it just kind of burned into my.
I wonder if that was his name.
It was.
It was his name.
Yeah,
Takes Back. That's a pretty
I
awesome
think
fucking
it was
name.
actually. I mean, it was a portrait, but it was also like I don't know if it was an actual historical figure.
We're just gonna go with him as a historical figure named Takes Back the Sun. That's a good name That's a very good name.
Anyways, I mean, it's about whatever. It's just that's the name of the song is about that portrait, but I don't think
nice.
the portrait has anything to do with it.
We're gonna hear it. Thank you, Rachel.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
All of my life I've tried to find the line between the truth and the lies. Some say the light is where the answer wants us the darkness of dusk to promise us memories of dawn. When man was young, he prayed to the sun and learned his legends through stars in the sky. When day is done, he who takes back the sun stands with a light behind buffalo hide, painted with the tones of morning. When day is done, he who takes back the sun stands with a light behind buffalo hide, painted with the tones of morning, painted with the tones of dawn.
All right. Yeah.
All right.
Actually, Mark knows this. I've told him this a million times, but damn, dude, you're one of my favorite musicians locally.
It's hard to believe
It's
that.
and not just that, but I mean, I really do love this out. Like this album speaks to me personally.
That's like
the-
hard to believe you're not already famous.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
I mean, like, sincerely and honest. I mean, you hear a sound like that and you just, oh, yeah, that dude's making. Because, you know, like, if I didn't know you and I was back home in my little small town and I heard that song, I'm like, yeah, that dude's fucking getting paid. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'd have just assumed, like, you was just,
well, no, it's
like, way over the top with it.
Well,
Like,
hopefully,
rock
you know,
star.
hopefully I made something that I get some, get some money to continue making.
It would be
better
nice
music.
if they recognize.
I'm trying to get my money right, man. You guys all inspired me, man. Because, you know, like, before I met you guys, I was really into music like that. Now I'm trying to, you know, come up with lyrics and stuff. And I tell you, man, it's all because of you guys. You guys are the ones who inspire me. I know I'm older than you guys, but it doesn't take much for me to get inspired.
Right.
You know, and I can't thank you enough just for being as good as you are and being as expressive as you are and to even show up here, man. I mean, like, we all look at you as a rock star already. So it's like, you know, when you're in the house, it's like a big deal.
I like being here.
No, cool, man, because we like having you around.
Yeah.
For sure.
No, but I think it's funny because we talk about like why hadn't you hit it yet? And here on Sunday show we're gonna
I'm
talk.
highly distractible, I guess.
Yeah, you are distracted. He's in a couple bands. You've heard like he's in the Costa. He's been in a few others, and he But the thing is the sound of this record is something that is, you know, it's hard to place. You know, they don't want this. I'm not gonna say they don't want it, but are they ready for this in Nashville? You know, is Nashville ready for this? Not,
Fuck
probably not.
Fuck
I don't
yes.
know. They're gonna want,
I'm
you know,
gonna be the
Why Nashville?
because it's got the more
Nashville
it's,
is like really big.
Yeah, I mean,
on
it's
music right
like
now.
the songwriting, you know.
Yeah.
Singer
all
songwriters
over.
are popular out in Nashville.
Yeah.
well, and
they are.
it is on the traditional, not Nashville country. It's a little more. You've got a lot of country western influence in it.
Yeah,
I can see the rock side of that country western.
Yeah.
like a harder, like not a hard rock, but like it's country because it comes with the singer, songwriter, and it all starts with an acoustic guitar. I would imagine,
and it's
then
folky
it
too.
translates
Though
to
I mean,
the electric.
it's definitely folky also.
This
but-
is this. I love how you guys are trying to figure out like a way to label it because I have the same trouble when people what does it sound like, and I'm like,
It sounds like a Mars
I
de
need
la Mancha.
I need probably like 7 or 8 tags to get it into the ballpark,
It's
and then
Gaucho music. It's
Yeah,
New World
you know.
Gaucho music, kind
Yeah,
of.
New World freak.
Where's
Gau-
the
freak
market?
Gaucho.
Where's the market
Martin
for New
Fierro.
World Gaucho Freakout? You know, like New World Gaucho Freakout. That's what it should be called. New World Gaucho Freakout.
I love it.
Yeah, that's it. That's the label we're putting on it. It's fine. They'll love it. You know, they'll love it. How could they not?
I'm not sure if I know what gaucho means.
Gaucho's
that's why I just
cowboy.
keep it
It's
low.
cowboy, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, I can
Specific-
see a little
yeah.
bit of cowboy
It's-
because
it's a
definitely
cowboy on
rocked. It's definitely rocked me.
well, it's a cowboy on the plains, like on the highlands. In,
If I had to
South
describe
America.
it, I would
Argentina
go.
specifically
Steps,
is
yeah.
the Gaucho.
I would
Yeah.
say it's more of a spiritual enlightenment from like that reminds me of the '60s and '70s that with all those rock bands had that approachment towards like the blues. You know what I mean? Except for it isn't really the blues. I think it's blues influence, but I think it's more of a on the folk side. Yeah.
And
You know what I
Gaucho,
mean?
But the thing is with Gaucho, it really does mean cowboy. Like, you know, cowboy gets mixed up with, like, you know, gold rush and whatnot. No, actually making cows, you know, like herding cows and
Totally.
doing, you know, gathering the cows in.
Protecting your land. That
Protect
sort of
the land
things,
and make
you know.
sure they're not stealing the cows while you're fattening the cows up. And then bringing all the cows home so that you can eat their
All for what? To have a
eat
big Argentinian
big
meal.
goddamn Argentinian meal.
I would love to have a
hours.
big
filled with
Argentinian
hanger
meal.
steaks, skirt
Nailed it.
steaks.
I
all
met
the
a
different
beautiful girl from
pieces
Argentina.
that we don't eat
She
here.
was beautiful.
Yeah, there
Wow,
many
long
pretty,
brown hair,
gorgeous girls.
Yeah.
green eyes. I mean, just like whoa. And then, cause I always mix them up with like Latin, but they're like white, and it's like whoa. It's like you're Latin, but you're white, and it's just so confusing to me. You know what I mean?
It's a European melting pot.
Yeah.
It's
So the thing about America, both North and South and Central, is everywhere is mixed up.
yeah, totally.
You
I know, but what I'm trying to do is like I'm trying to make the world a smaller place for myself, so I can understand it better. You know what I mean?
Well, you
because
know, they got-
I only see depictions in movies, and the movies I like are they really depict people, make them look bad. So it's like I got a weird way of looking at people, and I hate that about myself. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to work on it and just find out like the fundamentals. You know what I mean? Of just basic human nature.
Yeah, however you have to,
Yeah.
however you can understand it for yourself.
Yeah.
We all have to create ways to understand things for ourselves and
You want-
by ourselves,
You want
Yeah,
to blow
correct.
your mind, Walton?
Yeah, sure.
They got like a whole shitload of Caribbean Canadians. Like in Toronto,
No, they
and
got a
shit,
lot
like,
of
they
mixed
got a lot of
people
like
in
they got a lot of
Canada.
really really black dark skinned brothers who are all from the Caribbean.
They got a lot
like
of
of
Indians
Caribbean
there,
descent.
the ones with the that's the only way I know how to
Indian.
explain it. I hope that doesn't sound racist because I'm not trying to be. But the Indians from the Middle East or from China
India.
or from Asia.
India.
That's Asia.
It's called India. Yeah.
Yeah, and they have a lot of
Indochina.
those people there,
The
and
Indian subcontinent.
they
Yeah.
have a lot of Muslims there. They have a lot of
Cradle of
everything
civilization.
in Canada. Canada is a great melting pot, also.
Yeah, every country is, man.
No, not every country.
Well, in the West, in the New World, in North, South, and Central America.
Ooh, New World Order.
Yeah, we are the New World Order.
Ooh.
Um,
George Bush Sr. would be proud of you, son.
let's hear another song. Let's push back into Elemental. So, what about this one, Mark? Is this like named after video games and shit?
No.
No.
It's really about the water cycle.
No. Okay, the water cycle. You mean like the actual water cycle, where water goes into the ground
Yeah.
and then it?
This was really
Evaporates
intended
and-
more as just an instrumental piece, but I decided to put like a little chant over it, just because it's interesting.
Let's do it.
Thank back to the earth when you try. Cold water, well, it turns to ice. Fire wanted and starts to rise. Wind will only way up in the sky. And let's see you fall back to the earth when you try.
Oh yeah, with that rain stick,
We made it with a huge cardboard tube and beans and rice.
beans and
Oh,
rice.
And we
Creative.
stuck a bunch of nails through the cardboard
What kind of
tube.
nails?
Regular, like 2.5, 3-inch,
Like,
galvanized nails.
galvanized finish
Yeah,
nails.
yeah, and then we wrapped the
Yeah.
whole thing. In.
Now, who came up with that? Did you know about that already? 'Cause
No,
I
that was
wouldn't have known about that.
that was totally Amanda's idea. And
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's one of those. That's one of those craft projects I learned when I was 13 too.
yeah,
Oh, okay.
You know, like I went to camp and it was cool. They taught
yeah,
us
but
the
you never
rain
made a
stick.
giant one, did you?
I never made a
This thing
giant
is,
one. Made like
seriously
a
taller
3
than I
foot,
am.
like a 3 foot one. I once had a 6 foot bong that was taller than me. Back in the days of
But it
acrylic
broke.
bongs. No, it was acrylic. We had,
yeah.
like that thing was impossible to get
Have
rid
you ever
of.
did a gravity bong?
Oh yeah.
Oh, man, those things
fuck.
go, fuck
we,
you.
we built when I was a kid back in the dome, the Fun Dome out in Fontana, California. We would we had a whole like a 40-gallon water cooler.
Can you
and then
imagine
one of
today's
those-
weed
A
with
five
a gravity bong?
Hell no. Hell no. We did.
The
we
weed
had
is
like
too strong now.
A 5-gallon bottle, like a Sparklets bottle, cut off just at the bottom.
Yeah.
And it was like, you know, your lung capacity is what, like 5 liters or something? You know, which is like 2.5 gallons. Not even like a gallon, a little bit plus a gallon. And I remember just barfing so hard off that gravity bong here on RadioTitans.com, the Sunday show with Johnny O and the Great Walton
Yeah,
Jordan.
we should have did that.
Feature
for
our
his
special
birthday.
guest, Mars de la Mancha.
We should've
This is
did
what
that
we're
for his
talking about.
birthday, right?
Nah, man, I'm over gravity bong. Coolest bong we ever made was an earth bong. Yeah, it was early '90s, and we were
Never
all
heard of
listening to the Grateful Dead, and
Oh, man.
we made the we dug a big channel in the earth, and then put a pipe, like a big piece of PVC pipe in there, and then you build a mound at one end and a mound at the other end of the pipe, and you put a bowl, big ceramic bowl, in one side, and then the other one's just a hole in the earth, and you kind of suck it through the earth, so that it gets cooled, you know, from the all the dirt over it.
All right.
It was some ceremonial
Sounds
crazy.
like an incredible amount of lung pressure,
It
lung
was.
power that you
Now,
need.
what's
It
the
was-
coolest
it was
bong or
wild.
pipe you've seen
the coolest bong
or
pipe.
experience?
Jeez.
Come on, is it really that hard to think of? I mean, a bong or a pipe?
No,
that
I mean,
was a
you
great
know,
experience.
I don't smoke anymore, but I used to take a lot of pleasure in making my own.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And so I'd usually just use like a Poland Spring bottle and retrofit it with some chewing gum and maybe like a wrench socket.
Oh, man.
And then I'd put like
Old school
I'd
homemade
steal like
bones.
those old screens out of the faucet.
Yeah.
Put it in there,
Why
and,
can't
and then
we-
then you graduate to the pipe and whatever. So
I remember my dad yelling at me forever, about like, why can't we keep screens in the faucet? I put like 10 screens. I know, Dad, they burn through. Sorry, man. Oh, the old days of bad smoking.
The best pipe I ever had or seen or experienced was this lady in New York. She was definitely like working 9 to 5 at one of those big corporate buildings, and she just came to Central Park and she had an apple.
Oh yeah,
And
the
she
apple.
converted that apple into a pipe. And I'm just looking at her. I'm just like staring at her because I wanted to get high so bad. And she was so pretty. I was so scared to talk to her. And she just looked over at me while she took this big hit. And she was like, "You want to hit this?"
Oh, the apple pipe.
And it was so great, man. It was like the greatest thing ever because I did want to hit it.
You can do a potato or a carrot, and it was like when I was back in the early '90s. We would take trips to go get weed from up north, and it was super illegal then, because the weed's legal in California now.
Yeah.
But it was super illegal then, and when you would go on a trip, like a road trip, you want to get high, but you can't get high because you're freaked out. You can't have no paraphernalia on you. You got to like be really super serious, secret about it. Got the white girls driving up front, white girls driving the Toyota Camry up front so that you're all good, and we would always do the apple because there'd be no evidence. We just pull over the side of the road off someplace, and then you smoke out of the apple, and then at the end of it, you have the apple just to toss away. So that was the disposable pipe. Or you could eat the apple and the core, the resonated core.
You can't eat the core, man. The seeds have cyanide.
I ate the core, and it made me sick. But
I heard that you'd actually need quite a significant number
lot
of
apple
seeds
seeds to really make you sick. Yeah, they do have cyanide in them, but a lot of things have cyanide. Cyanide's like the 9th most.
It's actually it's like a.
It's a molecule. It's an ion.
It's
Apples
no
have cyanide in them?
no. It's something related to cyanide that your body would then convert in a high quantity to actual cyanide.
Yeah.
What?
So your body would actually be the one that's
the
kind of
CN. It's like this. It's I believe it's just a single carbon and a single nitrogen molecule bonded together, so that it has a -1 charge. And so what it does is it basically takes the place of a water molecule. So cyanide takes the place of the water molecule. Is that true? Maybe. I don't know. It's been 12
you're in
years
over
since
my head, man.
It's been 12 years since I went to school. I don't fucking know. What I do know is what are we doing? Oh yeah, the marathon. That shit pissed me off this morning.
Why
man.
that piss you off? That's cool, man. People
No,
getting together,
it's fake.
finding something to do.
It's fake. They need to run till they die.
No.
And it wasn't even a real marathon. It's a half marathon.
Yeah, why
And they
do a
closed
half
down the whole
marathon?
street because they're
so
wimpy.
they don't have to pay some Ethiopian to win it, because that's who's going to win if you're paying money.
I think they still got Kenyans coming in to win it,
Do it pay money? If it pays money, then there's going to be some African dude who's going to claim that
Who's gonna
check.
come in and run it.
Oh, yeah.
All
Yeah.
judgments aside, I think that if you enjoy doing something like that, then
I guess.
go on. More power to you. Good.
Guess.
I
don't
wanna-
like.
I want to
I'm
do
actually.
a marathon where I can
I'm
win
kind
it.
of. I'm kind of. In awe of it, man, because I know personally that I couldn't do it.
I want to
Is it
cheat so bad,
inconvenient?
though.
Yes,
I want
but
to cheat.
I've ran. What's the furthest did you ever run? Because I ran long distance cross country when I was a
I never
kid.
did cross country, but I did play soccer. So
Yeah.
I do know what, like,
that's
continued
3-4
sprints is
miles,
like.
5 miles
Yeah.
a day.
We had to
game.
do like we pretty much ran 2 miles every day at practice,
And
and
sprints,
then to even make the team, you had to complete I think it was 3.5 miles in 25 minutes.
Yeah.
So.
5K, 25 minutes. That's pretty good. Done a 5K. I was bad at it. I was always slow.
Mm-hmm.
I grew up in Southern California, so my lungs have always been fucked. But it's true, man. 70s air
Running-
here was horrible.
I remember seeing like a Looney Tune cartoon where it was like this little jet plane it was kind of like Dumbo in the sense that like he didn't believe he could fly like with the other big planes, but
Dick Dastardly.
I don't know if that
Dick Dastardly and
hold
Muttley.
on, but this little jet plane flew over Los Angeles in the cartoon, and it just like Los Angeles just was covered by a big cloud that said smog.
Yeah.
And so the jet came by and like revved his engines right over that cloud and like blew all the smog away. That's pretty funny.
Yeah, I remember that one. That was
I think it's Dick Dastardly.
no, it was a Looney Tunes. It was a one-off Looney Tunes, like a Looney Tunes
I
one
think you
shot.
just
from
like
the
saying
50s.
Dick Dastardly.
Dick Dastardly.
Dick Dastardly. Bill Brasky.
No, that was his name doing the cartoon, Dick Dastardly.
Yeah.
I was like, who the hell came up with that?
I've heard
as
that
an older,
name.
As
I've
an
heard
older
that name.
person now, I say, but when I was young, it didn't even register.
Hey, where are we at? We're at RadioTitans.com. And what are we doing? I think we're doing the Sunday show with Johnny O. Great Walton Jordan.
I'm the great Walton
Special
Jordan.
guest, Mars de la Mancha.
He's
Dropping
Mars
his
de la
album
Mancha.
that is so good. Here's a song I've got here.
Buy his album.
Long time, for a lot. I like this song. Old Light. This is a great song.
Mm-hmm.
Every time I get really, really drunk, I'm riding the bus home, I'll listen to this song. Yeah.
That's right, you have it.
I have it. That's right, people. I got this shit. I got all your shit before you get it. That's right. That's who I
Before he
am.
even sings it.
Before he even is mastered. I
Before
got
he
all
even
the rough
thinks of
cuts.
it.
It's cool.
I suppose you did.
Yeah. I'm privileged to like. I'm always happy and privileged that like when musicians let me have their stuff
That is pretty awesome.
to listen to, because it means something to me. It's like, oh yeah, thank you, man. Thank you for trusting
that's an
me.
honor.
Thank you for, trusting me both like personally and professionally. In that, I'm not gonna leak shit. We don't leak shit around here.
Not that it would make that big of a difference.
Yeah, I know, but
it's like-
still, it's a matter of professionality.
I appreciate it.
And the only thing we do is like feel. I do whatever the fuck I want with feel because it's Jake. Anyway, let's hear Old Light off of Mars de la Mancha by Mars de la Mancha.
All night wandering by street as the crow flies, caught up a sunrise. All night wandering by street as the crow flies, caught up a sunrise. My journey's one to space and time as you perceive the hands go by. I found your eyes this morning of a calm and cool new day. All night wandering by, straight as the crow flies, caught up the sunrise. Straight as the crow flies, caught up a sunrise. My birth was in a burning womb, my life illuminates. My death is in a blackness from which I cannot escape. Oh, lie wandering by, straight as the crow flies, caught up a sunrise. All I wandering by, straight as the crow flies, caught up a sunrise.
Okay, welcome back. Yeah, I like that song. Old Light wandering by. That's a good one. It is a good song. That's what I'm talking about, people. That is uniquely Los Angeles music, I think.
Hopefully.
I think so. Because you've
Hopefully,
got this.
I've been here long enough.
Well,
to
but I mean,
consider
you
it
at
a
this
local.
point you've become. It's not local. It's Los Angeles. Because Los
Yeah, you're
Angeles
right.
is not about the
It's a different
locals.
thing.
You know, it's not about us. We're a very, very, very small portion of this city. And what makes this city so grand is the fact that there's people from fucking Spanaway, Washington. You know, that's Walton, Jordan. There's people from God. What is it? Upstate? Where in upstate New York?
Ithaca.
Ithaca. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I've heard of Ithaca.
I have a girl. Whatever. I have a girlfriend
Home of Odysseus.
who's from.
So the good thing you're not from Chicago.
out
'cause
there in
fuck
New
the
York.
whole city of Chicago. Fuck the whole
Oh,
state of Illinois.
is there something about football going on right now?
I love Chicago.
Well, their football team sucks, and so does their baseball team.
I know rent is cheap in Chicago.
On the outskirts.
No, downtown. Like, no way, man. I have buddies. I have one of my best friends. They live there with their kids. They live right, like, a mile away from Sears Tower.
Well,
A
let's not
beautiful,
talk about
nice
Chicago.
place.
Fuck Chicago right
backyard, art studio.
Love Chicago.
Everything.
Love Chicago.
$900
It's so-
bucks
it's
a
such a
month.
cool city.
$900 a month for like 1,600 square
I love
feet
that
in
wall
the middle
of buildings.
Yeah, 1,600 square feet in the middle of the city, right by the L train.
All right, they got-
good neighborhood.
They got good
$900
pizza, and they got good
Fantastic hot
what's those
dogs.
sandwiches
dogs. I
you
heard
dip
about
into
the
the
hot dogs.
fucking juice. Okay.
Au jus.
Italian sandwiches.
Au jus sauce.
Those are Italian
French
subs
dip.
or
French
something.
dip.
French
Yeah.
dip's L.A.
Is
No,
it?
no, the
French dip is
Coles and
Coles
Phillips.
and Philippe's. Yeah,
Philippe's.
that's it. It's Coles and Philippe's. There's our long standing. That's our sandwich here in L.A. People.
No.
Hell
You
yeah.
go to the what's that actor's name? Joe Monya or whatever.
Montaigne.
Yeah.
But that's an Italian sandwich. That's different. That's not a French dip.
No, they got a dip that goes with it in Chicago. I
Yeah,
had
they,
it.
they do the dip with it too, but it's
show
not the
you-
same
There's
thing.
a whole stance and everything. There's like a whole routine for
Actually,
it.
a real French dip, they dip it beforehand. You don't actually get the side of au jus with it. The ones like either at Coles
Yeah,
or
but
at,
see that what angers me about that sort of situation is that my bread comes soggy.
Yeah,
and
that's
I
the whole
don't-
deal is that the bread's supposed
not
to
okay
come
with that.
soggy.
It's supposed to be soggy.
And they just
Yeah,
power on that
I like
mustard.
being in control over the sogginess of.
You can't
of the
be in
bread.
control with au jus.
If
Au
they-
jus
if
rules
it,
you.
If it comes in a little cup, I can.
It's a
But that's
truly
not
LA
being
sandwich
true
though
to
because
the
you're supposed to
sandwich.
eat it in like 5 minutes with as much hot sauce as you can. Except it's mustard because it's like
There's always
100
going
years
to be
old.
some traditionalists who are pissed off that somebody wants to try something.
You know,
That is the way of the world.
what can I say? I love my Philippe's is my favorite. That is one of my favorite restaurants, man. I give them shout outs even if they never pay us. Like, damn, I love that place. It's like a time warp going there. You know, you realize like, shit, this place is.
We should
older.
go there after the show.
We got an Italian
Place is
restaurant right
older
down
than Woody Guthrie, man. Older than Woody Guthrie. Like,
We got an
That's
Italian
old.
restaurant.
it
less
was
than
20
2
years
blocks
old when
away.
Woody Guthrie got here. You know, that's wild, and it was there. You know, he probably ate there. You know, that's crazy.
No, he probably did eat there.
Yeah,
Singing about hobos on trains.
No, he
Yeah.
wasn't a hobo when he came to L.A. He was
I-
making big money
he
then.
came to L.A. multiple times.
I didn't say he was a hobo when he got here. I was saying he was singing about him.
Oh,
He
yeah.
he was a hobo here in 1927 when he first got to L.A. His first trip to L.A. Which is in the movie, right? Bound for Glory. There's the whole scene where like the hobos that are on the train car with him. They all huddle over him to try to save his guitar from the rainstorm as they're going through the desert. It's real. It's a real story in his book too. It's pretty close to the book, and but yeah, that was his first trip here. I think it was early 30s, maybe
Yeah, but
not
he
1927,
eventually-
maybe
'cause he
early
wrote,
30s.
You Are My Sunshine, and he wrote the state song for New Orleans, right?
He wrote a lot of songs, man.
Well, anyways, he was.
But when he got here that first time, he was total hobo. Had no money. Tells a great story about like working for Beans,
Whoa,
like playing guitar for Beans, like down the street from us here, like
that's cool.
That'd be over by like Barney's Beanery.
somewhere. Well, no, I mean it's.
'Cause didn't they used to offer like
well, there was always chili
like-
bean places.
yeah, but
then.
chili beans for like it was specifically during the Depression era.
Yeah,
like
yeah. A bowl of chili beans and coffee was like 35 cents, and you could stay there all night and drink bottomless coffee.
No, it
Well,
was something else.
apparently, this recession is worse than the recession before.
Yeah, I don't know.
So it's kind of weird because
They've been talking about recession my entire adult life. You know, like
Well, 'cause you had
91. No, 91 was like my
80.
junior year of high school, and George Herbert Walker, HW, was there, and that was the beginning of the Great Recession after
First
the
one in
first
the 80s.
Iraq War too. Remember? Was that Iraq War, the first one?
If you don't solidify the rights to the oil fields in Iraq the first time, try again.
Yeah, try again.
Try
Have your
again.
son become president and try again. Or where are we at with time? Let's see.
We should be finished with oil.
Why? You can't finish with oil. Oil is the best thing ever. It makes plastic.
No, I mean, like, you could use soybean.
Vaseline.
For that stuff. You can use soybean. You can use corn shuck.
That's
you can
really,
use-
really inferior. And Vaseline, you know, those the non-oil-based lubricants, they just don't work right.
Please don't
For your
segue.
car. For
Please
your
don't
car.
segue
For
into
your
one of my
car.
songs by talking about Vaseline.
Non-oil-based lubricants. We're not going to segue into one of yours. There we go. Bullshitting here on the Sunday show. Nice casual morning, people.
What's the score of the games, man?
Yeah, what is the score of the games?
Well, Chicago sucks, and I hope Jay Cutler goes home and kills himself.
Well, you don't care this week because
That's
it's
harsh, though.
It's
No, I do. I don't.
no, that's not harsh enough.
I do
Jay
care.
Cutler,
I want to
kill
see.
yourself,
I want to
please.
see the Redskins.
Dallas game tonight.
Take,
Yeah, that's
take,
gonna be a
take,
good one.
take-
That's tomorrow.
Take the Cowboys off their little.
Hey, what do you feel about the
Throne.
Redskins?
Redskins
That's
are
one of
still gonna
yours.
Get their ass whooped. The Cowboys has got an offensive line like the '90s.
Oh, Seattle 13-9, huh?
Yep.
Yeah.
So you're in a good enough mood?
Well, no.
Did you
'cause
ask me
I
how
needed
I feel about
Chicago
the
to pull
No,
through.
him, because he's a Seattle fan for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, I bet
So
on
I
Seattle.
wonder about what about
But I
the
didn't take the point
Redskins?
spread. I just bet them to win straight up because I knew better than to bet on them on the point spread. They're not the same team.
Oh, I like when Tampa Bay gets beat because I hate Florida that much, man. I just like to see their teams get beat. It's like in baseball.
Minnesota won.
You know what team I really like to see get beat in baseball? The Diamondbacks. More than any other team. I'm glad when the Diamondbacks lose. Nothing pisses me off more than the Arizona Diamondbacks.
Why?
Because I hate.
Because they're deadly poisonous, man.
Not only that, but I love Arizona, but I hate everyone who lives there.
Why?
I mean, there's maybe 3 people who live
There's
there
a
that
lot
I
of
don't
hate and vitriol on this show. And I don't
Oh,
understand
it's a hateful
why.
morning this morning.
I don't hate nobody. I love everything. Well, I don't love everything, but I like a
You
lot of
told
things.
Jay Cutler to go kill himself, man.
Well, yeah. Well, Jay Cutler.
You hate Chicago.
Come on. Even people in Chicago would agree with me on this one.
It's that damn marathon. All those healthy people running around
Yo, and I bet if you went
13.2
to talk
miles.
to 10 people from Chicago right now,
13.1.
9 out of 10 are going to say, yeah, Jay Cutler should kill himself.
I mean, he's kind of a scrub, like when it comes to quarterbacking.
No, he's actually really fucking good. That's the thing that really sucks about it, is to have someone that talented, that good, who's afraid to utilize his skill and talent.
He's like, well,
What is he, a quarterback?
I don't want to get
Yeah.
into like the whole NFL commentary thing.
I know. I apologize, you guys.
NFL. Well, it's NFL season.
Jay
so-
Cutler, if you're listening like you should be, kill yourself. But after you finish listening to our show.
Wow, that's harsh. I don't want anyone to kill themselves. But let's play some sad music. No, this next song, The Hermit, right? What's up with this song?
I don't know.
You don't know?
No, maybe it's. I mean, I'm sure it stems somewhere from, my experiences in Colorado.
Colorado.
Lived there for a little while, so
It's a good place to be a hermit.
love that state.
Yeah, it's nice.
You love Colorado like that?
I love
It's
Colorado.
like Colorado.
Can
It's
you
like
explain why? I mean, I'm sorry, Johnny, to cut you off,
No.
but I just
Beautiful.
like to hear this story.
It's beautiful there.
I mean, is there a reason how you connected to it, or I mean, because you're
Well,
East Coast guy.
Yeah,
and-
well, we used to go there when I was a little kid, and then my parents moved there, and so I spent some time living with my parents out there, and I explored by myself these great mountain ranges, and there's something very powerful about this time scale and this geology and these massive rocks rising out of the ground, buckling plates, like tectonic plates buckling together.
Really?
And we're these little fragile creatures climbing to the top of them and and exploring the cracks and crags. And I don't know. It's also very isolating. It can be, at least.
Okay.
But it's...
I can see how guitars can like a little isolation and good acoustic sounds
You ever
everywhere.
play on the top of a rock, like on a cliff face, like bring your acoustic and do
Yeah.
one of those days?
Yeah, I mean, that's inspiring and all, but the reality is the acoustics usually aren't too good.
Yeah.
In massive open spaces.
Hey, but it's fun to
I like
go
playing
out
in the
there
bathroom
and
a
play.
little more.
Yeah. You are all about your acoustics. Like that's one thing.
I love sound.
Yeah, you are such a technical artist. You know.
I think you and Edgar got a lot in common in that aspect.
Shit, Edgar doesn't know nothing about recording shit like Mark does. Like
I'm not saying
Mark's
recording,
an engineer.
but just like the perfectionist side of you guys.
I'm not fucking talk bad about Edgar.
I'm not
I'm
talking
not
bad about Edgar.
I'm
He's
trying
just
to say
not an
good things.
engineer.
I'm trying to
It's
compare
not
him
one
to
of
you.
his things.
Listen,
like,
I think the key point is that you can't just abstract from nothing. You have to have those lines in place. You have to be able to like execute something and understand its form, enabled to be able to deconstruct it properly. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you gotta learn the rules before you break them.
Exactly.
That's the rock and roll rule. Kids, go to school, learn the rules, then break the rules.
All too often, people just break the rules.
Yeah, you
without
can't
really
just break the
understanding
rules
what they're
without
doing.
actually doing them.
Well, you don't understand why you're doing it.
Yeah.
I think that's the point.
Let's hear it. The Hermit.
Yeah.
RadioTitans.com.
High upon the mountain, over like in covered rock, it'll be a long time before I'm coming home. Venture to the hermit's cave, I found his bones shivered and gray, covered by a tattered quilt, his tomb. An old man sits beside himself, waiting for the day that time will take his life away. Few treasures he'd kept with him, a walking stick and coffee tin filled with the ashes of his one true love. The writing on the cavern wall would tell me why he stayed so long. My path was to pick up his left off. And now I sit beside myself, waiting for the day that time will take my life away. From this hill I can know all. I see their cities rise and fall, the struggles I've been watching from afar. One day I know that hero will come to learn from me what must be done to purge the trouble cast upon this land. And from my place close to the sun, I'm praying that the hero will one day surely come. Will I live to see that day, or will another take my place? Our message is the same and just in time. An old man sits beside himself, waiting for the day that time will take his life away.
Wow, that gets serious. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's super.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Are you a better songwriter when you're happy, or are you a better songwriter during misery and depression?
I don't know if I actually experience like severe misery or depression. I've got it pretty good. I don't know where it comes from. I think that there's no black and white when it comes to emotion. So it's really it's a spectrum. And so wherever you write a song from, it's inhabiting like a very unique portion of that color palette.
Okay.
I suppose.
So what color you think you're on?
I don't think that I inhabit just one color. I think that I think that I have all the colors of the spectrum to work with, and I can mix and match. I think each song's a painting. It's just it's a mood, And I think that's one of the things that I really enjoyed about this record, because it was the first time, well, maybe the second time, that I was able to kind of keep a mood throughout a body of work. And
what mood was that?
I can't really say. That's kind of like trying to
Take your time.
Explain it. I don't know, man.
I mean, don't the songs speak for themselves?
No,
Yeah,
dude,
I
you're
mean-
dope. You're dope.
No,
in it.
but I mean,
And
I do
excuse
think.
me if I'm trying to dig in your head, but
Well, I mean,
I'm sure there's
but-
a lot of people who want to dig in your
but
fucking
here's the
head.
thing
So,
is-
and that's my job
is-
as being on the radio.
Oh,
is to dig
totally.
in your head.
But at the same time, it's like I don't really have the answers. I just
no,
have.
don't worry about coming
You
up
know-
with answers.
no,
Just be
but-
honest.
That's what I'm saying, is I don't have an answer to that sort of question. All I can tell you is really that I have an inclination to do this. I just have an inclination to write. I have an inclination to write songs. I have a desire to do so, and a passion and devotion to it. So
That's cool.
it just kind of naturally comes. As to where this body of songs came from or originated from, why the mood it is the way it is beyond me.
No.
Yeah.
I really believe in that, because when I write shit, people are like, "What were you thinking about when you wrote this?" And I was like, "Whoa, don't ask me that question." You know what I'm saying? Because I'm always like all over the place.
Yeah.
So I totally understand, and I can really respect the fact that you don't have an answer where most people do have an answer.
Well, you could probably come up with an answer, and I could probably write a fucking essay about.
Well, I'm not
about
asking
it.
you.
No,
But I'm saying I like
I'm
the
just,
honesty.
I'm just saying. I was like, I could probably write an essay about it, but at that point, it would take longer to read the essay than it would be to
Just
listen
listen
to
to
the
the
song.
fucking song, man.
It's like
Yeah.
it's like you go to the museum and you see you see this
Yeah.
huge installation, which is it's got like a dot or two on it,
Yeah.
and then there's like a 10-page manifesto right next to it explaining the piece of art. It's like if the explanation takes longer than the execution of the art, then
You're fine art.
something's
Then you're
wrong.
fine art. No, then you're fine art, and it's all right.
We should
'cause
be
you
fired.
Make a lot of money, That was a lesson I learned growing up. Is my Uncle Ray had always told me, like, you can do whatever you want. You can shit on a wall. You can, but he always
Well, that's
explained to me
that's
that
a massive shift though,
whole
because
thing,
back in
but-
the day, the masters took their time,
Yeah.
and they could tell you it's all right there.
It's all right
in,
there.
in the painting or
but
in the
then
song.
modern. That's the difference with modern art, man. Is these kids come in and they shit out this record, and some guy comes in and auto tunes everything and makes it all whatever, and then they have a well scripted story from their publicist about what the whole thing means, and they get up there and they Taylor Swift and fuck Taylor Swift.
No,
I'm
don't
sorry.
say that.
No,
Wait a
actually,
second.
I
We
would
can't
fuck
say
Taylor
that.
Swift.
Well,
But-
I mean, for what it's worth, man, it's as a songwriter, I choose to exist separate from that world.
Yeah.
If that world would benefit me in any way, that remains to be seen. But right now, I'm just really interested in releasing this music and
No, dude, you
having
should be
people-
interested. You
you
should
know,
be a
it's like-
millionaire already, so I can borrow some money from you. But
Whatever. I want people. I'm with Mark. I want people to hear his fucking music because
Yeah.
I'm like, oh yeah, this is a great song. I had a dream about it one night. Actually, the next song I had a dream about it more than one night. But I've dreamt this song a couple times.
This song is actually inspired by a dream,
Yeah.
by a dream of the great poet from that. What was it? Bob Dylan said from the 15th century.
Oh.
The Italian poet from the 15th century.
Which one?
which one?
Well, Alighieri.
Alighieri.
Yeah, Dante.
Okay.
So
Dante. This is-
Dante?
yeah, I mean this is the walk through the
Dante's
forest.
Inferno?
Yeah, the walk through the forest.
Yeah,
Are you talking about Dante's Inferno, though?
yeah, the opening canto.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I just like.
So it's
Oh, well, now I'm enlightened. Thank
Getting
you.
intellectual here with Al.
I mean, he
Al.
didn't actually talk with an owl on this track, but he did. I mean, it's my own interpretation. This
Let's
is
hear it.
about something else.
Al on
That I
Radio
haven't- I
Titans.
have
the
not
Sunday
experienced.
show with Johnny O. Mars de la Mancha.
owl in the night says, ooh, ooh, who goes there? Who goes there? Don't you pay no mind, I'm just passing, said I'm passing, passing through. I will ask on your way where, said to a place you mustn't go. He asked why not, so I told him, a place where my love just won't grow, won't grow, won't grow, won't grow. A place where my love just won't grow. Well, says, well, I've been there many times now. I've gone home. Oh, you head up, son, and someday you fly like I do, rest assured. You owl in the night says, ooh, 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 goes there.
Who goes there? Let's talk about that for a second. So that little, there's a little bit there at the end where you actually got in the local owl
No, that's not me. That's
recording
a real owl.
in
Yeah,
Colorado.
Real owl.
Yeah.
People in the audience or people who are listening, they thought that was good old Walt Jordan doing the. Yes, no, that wasn't me.
That was a real owl.
That was a real owl.
real Colorado.
They're really weird animals. I
Yeah.
love them.
They're trippy.
And they're kind of like woven into indigenous legend, and they've always had a place like in culture. They've always been, harbingers of either, life or death,
Yeah.
or they've had some kind of symbolic meaning all the way back to the Egyptians. I mean,
All
like
the way
that
back.
is a
Yeah.
that is a
Well, owls are
damn it.
They're
What's the name of those things?
what?
I'm having
Icon?
like a brain hemorrhage right now.
What are you talking about? The people who
It's a
worship?
hieroglyph. They are
hieroglyph.
like
They're an owl, yeah.
It's a hieroglyph.
Yeah,
It's really-
owls are a big. Well, because owls are they're weird.
They're
in
wise.
that they're
They're
not-
nocturnal, and
they're huge for
Some of
birds.
them are,
I
yeah.
mean, for birds, they're pretty damn big.
they could snatch a cat up.
yeah,
off the
they
ground.
kill a
Yeah,
cat,
I'd
no
say
problem,
so.
or
They're
chihuahua.
just Shy. They're just smaller than eagles. Eagles
But
are bigger.
yeah, but eagles fly around big up in the air and shit. But owls kind of like live in the tree and hide.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
They become
they're-
part of the tree.
Yeah, they're part of the tree. They're just so different than an eagle, yet they're just as big and bad as an eagle.
No, they're not as big as an eagle.
Some of them are.
No.
They're pretty fucking big, man.
They don't get as big as bald eagles. I don't know about the rest
Fuck
of
a
them.
bald eagle, man.
No, fuck you.
Oh,
I'm
wait.
from Washington. Fuck you.
Condors are the biggest birds.
Condors, big ass California condors.
How dare you say fuck eagles?
Yeah, we
That's
were
the
down to like
American
47
symbol.
of them.
Chilean condor too.
We were down to like
They're
42
huge.
of them, and they're back to 700 or something. But
Ooh, the condor?
California condor, yeah, it's crazy to think.
Little weird looking animal.
Well, it's always, and it's also like when you think about LA, you think of it as like this major city, but no, it is actually a place that had like a major like condors. We had like vultures and shit here, people.
Yeah.
At one time.
Strange that we're in
Well,
the middle
because
of
this is all the desert
Yeah.
before all these buildings came up. This is where when people trekked through the L.A. back in the 1700s, 1800s, there's a lot of vultures because there was a good chance you were going to die.
You might die in
while
the middle of the
trekking
desert.
through this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Well, vultures were scavengers. I think
Yeah, that's what I'm
condors were a
saying.
little more of a hunting. Were they hunters? Or
No,
were
they're
they
scavengers. They're
they're one
gross.
They're just bigger
Yeah.
vultures.
Yeah, they're gross.
I love that one Simpsons episode where like Mr. Burns turns into a condor.
Yeah.
I think he's just. That's funny.
Well, that actually helps us lead right into the next song because it's Desert Curvature. What's this one about? What do you think? What do you got to say about this one, sir? Senor.
I've seen a lot of things in the desert. That's all I got to say about
I've
this.
seen a lot of things in the desert too. Let's hear it. Desert Curvature.
It could have been a thistle, or the thorn in my side, or the way that sound escapes us and makes the voice another cry. I could wait a little while, or stay till I grow. Yeah, I'll be just like a sleeping figure. There's hell fast in the storm. There's a curve around the sun. And as the sun retreats, the desert reveals to me what it once was. Each grain of sand reflected every star up in the sky. And caught between these multitudes, we're born and live and die. Caught between these multitudes, we're born and live and die.
Hello, people.
Hello.
We're back here listening to serious music on Sirius Radio, Radio Titans. This is something special here. Now, I like that song. That's a jam. I like the riff on it. The bass line's nice. Dude, that's a definite cowboy song. Like
Something like that.
No, the rhythm is it's kind of like that's a trot in a way. A little bit, right?
Yeah.
It's
Could
not
be.
a gallop, it's more of a trot.
No, I mean, I like slower songs.
I like it.
Well,
Someday you're
the
gonna
song
start a
that
metal
you
band.
sing it.
Never.
Alan. Oh my God.
Someday.
Alan drumming?
Yeah, Alan Ritter. We were talking about that off air. Alan's on drums there. Otherwise, Mark did everything on that track.
That's right.
Recorded, Mike did it all. What's up? Oh, yeah. No, we're good. What? Oh. There is music playing somewhere.
There's music playing?
Yeah.
I don't hear it.
It's all right. It's crazy downstairs today. There was the half marathon thing, and
Yeah, I think that's a good thing. Marathon. Tess Barker ran into that Sean Green's girlfriend. If you guys ever get a chance to check out Sean Green and his comedy stylings, I would suggest that you do that at the Rafa's on Thursdays.
it's 1836 Sunset Studios.
Yeah, check out AC, the
Our
program
official
director.
sponsor here on Radio Titans.
It's now Sunset Studios.
1836 Sunset Studios.
Only colloquially known as Rafa's.
Yeah,
from
only
now
the
on.
cool people know it's Rafa's.
okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
But they're also our commercial sponsor.
Yeah, Rafa.
Yeah.
Thank you. Or Sunset Studios.
1836 Sunset Studios. Highly recommend.
I love what he's done with the place.
Yeah, me too.
Amazing.
We got movie nights coming up soon.
Oh, really?
Wednesday night movie nights.
No, AC got Wednesday night at Rafa's.
I know, but it all evolves, you know. Shit happens.
Wait a second. I got to go practice my comedy on Wednesdays.
No, Wednesday night there's a good open mic.
John, you're all about that hostile takeover of nights.
No, that's not me. That's not me at all. Actually, no. I'm not trying to do nights at all.
Oh, you're trying to do like day shows?
No, I don't want to do
Nobody
nights.
wants to go to the day show at Rafa's.
Oh God, day show is scary at Rafa's, man. The light comes through the window in a weird way, and it's like,
man.
dude, it's full on fucking bad hallucination. You know, I've been there actually the first time I saw Letters Home was during Echo Park Rising 2 years ago at like 4:30 in the afternoon, and the sun was coming through weirdly, and it was smoky as fuck, and it was like, this is scary. Like I'm kind of freaked out.
What? I don't get it because I was there and I really enjoyed myself.
Yeah, but you're scary yourself, so.
Oh, well, that explains it.
I mean, really, if people don't know, between the two of us, me, Johnny O, and Walton Jordan, you've seen us on the internet. There's pictures of us. He's the scary large black man.
Why am I scary? Is it because I'm black?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, at least you're being honest.
I mean, come on, let's be real.
You scare white people that don't know any better.
That's true. Now,
I don't mean to.
And I'm the scary little white man because I scare Mexicans who don't know any better. It's true.
Why do different ethnicities scare each other so
I don't
much?
know, but it's funny because I do. I scare certain ethnicities just by nature of being a white man.
It's probably like conditioning in some
Yeah.
way, shape, or form. I mean, I'd say it absolutely is.
Large
Either through wars or
large Hispanic
media,
cops scare the
so-
shit out of me personally. That's one of
Large
the things.
black cops or just black police
Black
officers
police scare the shit out of you, huh?
Yeah, because they're always going to show off in front of some white cop and beat you over the
Short
head.
little white cops.
I've met
fucking
like, but
scare me
I
too.
did meet a couple of cool black cops who were just like, and you could tell they were cool. But usually, if you're black and you run across a black cop, you're usually going to get your ass whooped. That's usually how it
Cops
works.
don't scare me.
You're white with privilege.
It's true. This is true,
That's
but
true.
at the same time, like, I mean, maybe adopt the mentality that there's nothing to fear about them. So
I don't usually fear them until they pull out their nightsticks and be like, you know what, we're just going to beat you. We're not even going to take you to jail.
How
We're
many
not
times?
gonna-
How many times does that happen to you?
Like twice, but one time because I won a football game and the cop's dad didn't like it because I was bragging. I was just talking mad shit. So after
How old were you?
So the next day I was walking to school, or not the next day, or Monday I was walking to school.
It's like a 15-year-old walk.
Yeah, and,
This is like
amazing.
25 years ago,
And
people.
the cop pulled me over and like, yeah, hey, remember that game against Bethel? I was like, yeah, we whooped their ass. He's like, yeah. And he
Wow.
just beat the shit out of me, and then he ran off and
That's
got in his car and left.
Spanaway,
And
Washington,
he beat me
people.
up
Spanaway,
in
Washington.
his police car in his uniform.
It's all right. My mom.
I thought he was stopping me to congratulate me.
One day I was when I was much younger. I was probably 22. And I was in my little studio, and I had a girl over, and we were hanging out. It was morning, and I was like, and I look up, and there's a cop car pulls up to my house. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? I wasn't even selling weed really. I was like, we had a little bit of weed, and that was it. I look up, and then out of the cop car pops my mom. I was like, thanks, Mom. Just blow up my house on a like weekday morning. She turned on the sirens and everything.
Wow.
She had borrowed. My mom worked for cops for a while, and she pulled up to the house, and she thought it would be funny to just put the lights and sirens on for a second in front of the house. I was like, thanks, Mom. That's a real fucking funny joke in my
What a
ghetto
gag.
hood. Yeah, especially I was living in a
Great gag.
shitty ghetto hood. That I was 23, living in a shitty hood. It's like, thanks, Mom. I just needed the cops to come blow up my house. The cholos across the street who hate me already, yeah, they hate me a little bit more now. Thanks. They're definitely robbing me tomorrow. Thanks. But I don't know. Cops ain't got nothing to be. I believe our police officers are
No, but here's the
professionals.
sweet thing about it. After that cop kicked my ass, like, so many guys on my football team, they just went down to Bethel and they just kicked everybody's ass at Bethel. It was like one of the most beautiful things that could ever happen
Just
for a
fighting
person.
over football.
Well, I mean, I
Who
got
would've
my ass
thought,
kicked
right?
for like
Yeah, right.
no reason.
I mean,
And they found out about it, and they were like, it was like one of the most sentimental things ever,
well,
dude.
you
Because I
did
told them,
have a
don't do nothing
reason. You were
about
being
it.
a smart ass about winning
Yeah,
a football game,
but human beings are just so impressionable, man. It's like they see a couple guys hitting each other in pads, and they're like, "Oh, I'm gonna kick the shit of the guy sitting next to me." It's like, you ignorant asshole. Like, thank
I
you.
love the guys. I love the football fans who are like total weak human species, right? Like seriously, you can't beat your 8-year-old child. Nevertheless, like do.
Oh, you're
anything
talking
else.
about like the retrograde kind of,
Like,
the devolved human. Or
Yeah,
the-
who, like,
sorry, not
and-
devolved, but just.
but
not-
whatever. But
not
they're
evolved.
total weaklings. But they love football and they love to sit there and talk shit during a football game. It's like, dude, seriously, one of these guys will break you in half with one hand, quite literally. Like,
Oh, it's like that Family
No, but
Guy.
like,
That's that Family Guy
but that's-
joke where
and you're talking shit about these football players, and it's
That's
like,
the
dude,
fun part.
you're 140 pounds, full-grown man, overweight at 140 pounds. You have got nothing to say about anyone because I'm pretty sure, like my 13-year-old nephew, beat the shit out of you.
But that's the funnest part about sitting in the stands, and you just talk shit, and you're like, yeah, fuck you, you don't get punk. That I can handle. And then reasonable football player can handle that.
It
Because
was-
that's what the fans do. They pay to come yell at you.
Yeah, maybe
basically.
at professional games, but like you see that kind of behavior at
High
like
school.
child sporting events. Like I remember being yelled at by like my friend's dad playing hockey growing up because I missed a pass or something, and he called me like a fucking retard from the stands, and it's like
I'm sorry, I
it's
would have
like
too. Probably.
you know what I mean. It's like come on, I'm 12 years old, and you're calling like a full grown man's calling me a fucking
Call me a retard, right?
Not that I'm gonna take it personally and like really get mad about it, but like it's like you really probably need to check your behavior
I
at this
miss-
point because it's like you're
sorry,
not
man.
doing it right.
All
You're not
of life
doing it right.
depends on you catching a little round piece of plastic with your stick, you know? And if you can't do that, you're a fucking retard. Welcome, America. Welcome. This is America, people.
You know what my best memories of playing hockey was when my friend's cup fell out of his jock strap and onto the ice, and like we all started playing with it like a puck.
Wow.
So like we started passing his cup around, and he's like, "Come on, guys, give it back!" And it's really funny. This was in the middle of the game.
Everyone should have shot
the
nut
ref
shots
didn't,
at him.
the
that
ref
time,
didn't
too.
blow his whistle.
That's
or
the
anything,
time
so-
where everyone shoots nut shots at him too, because you know he's unprotected. He ain't got his cup on.
Yeah, that would be so low.
Oh, it'd be nice.
Oh,
Oh,
it would
nice.
be nice. Johnny, you're always doing something evil.
Man, I'm sorry. It's the way I was born. Obviously, because my parents tried to make me nice, but
Anyways, to wrap that up though, it's like we weren't really, you shouldn't act like an asshole at sporting
no,
events.
don't act like an asshole.
Know why you like the sport.
Yeah.
If you know that it's because you like watching violent things happen, then maybe you should
Go on
curtail
with your
your
MMA.
maybe you should curtail your
I just
sports
like
watching.
football because it gave me friends that I never really had before. I mean, it gave me a family that I never really had. So it just gave me a lot of things that I never really had before. So I love sports. The fact that it's just a bunch of people who come together with problems and they put their problems aside and they focus on one goal. And to me, I wish society was more like that.
I love football because I grew up watching it with my grandfather, and that was to me is a great childhood memory.
Yes.
And then I got into real-time strategy computer games and Warhammer.
Yeah, that'll do it.
And now all I see is like strategy.
Yeah, RTS.
Yeah.
Man.
And I know a play is going to fail before it even goes down.
I almost wish that football was real-time strategy, where like they didn't stop in between and it was more like battle. Then it would be a little bit. I think that
Well,
would
it's like combining a turn-based RPG
Yeah.
with real-time strategy.
Yeah.
Which I mean, real-time strategy is kind of turn-based in a sense,
in a
but
way.
it's not because at least these days because
Yeah.
now it's just all. I haven't played a computer game. in years.
nerds. I worked
totally just nerded
Dawn,
out. Just
I worked on Dawn of War. Yeah.
worked on Dawn of War, too? I love
yeah.
that game.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Loved Warhammer, man.
That was a good game.
Computer games.
Let's move on because we're gonna run out of time before we play all the songs. Horses, Ghost Palomino, good song. I'm sure it's about a horse or something.
This is
I'm sure it's about a horse.
actually it's about two horses that are dead, and
Oh, wow.
this is
That's-
probably my favorite song on the record.
It's a great way to take it up to the on the really bright and shiny happy point. Two horses that are dead.
Why don't you just listen?
Okay, let's listen.
I lost my horses down in the valley to a cold flooding rain. Now I wander low in the basin. Now I wonder high on the range, and I am followed by the ghost Palomino and her cold, who's yet to be named. gallows hang. Yes, I lost my horses down in the valley to a cold flooding rain.
Wow. I don't know. I don't know what to say about that.
He lost his
I bet you
horses.
don't.
Now, he hurt his horses in the sand,
Yeah.
and he lost his horses in the rain.
Yeah.
I think that's very metaphoric.
God. That's
And
scary.
I don't know. Can you explain that to us a little bit?
I don't know.
What if have
I mean,
you ever
you
had
hear
a
your
dog
horses.
die?
You hear your horses' hooves in the sand.
You know, I've actually thought about that. I was
Like-
like maybe the song is about 2 childhood pets that I
Yeah, like
I
maybe
lost.
you ever had a
Oh,
dog
wow.
die, because I could imagine like a dog is one thing, but man, a fucking horse, that's got to be that's a pretty serious relationship between man and animal. You know, like I mean, I love my dog, and my dog was great. And when he died, I was
I don't know necessarily if the. I'm sorry. Continue.
No, I'm just
I
saying.
didn't mean to interrupt
no,
you. But
it's
that's what I
fine.
mean.
No,
Shit,
but
dog died.
no, dogs die. That's what they do. You know.
What is the expected lifespan of a horse?
No clue.
Yeah, it depends.
Like
on
20
the horse.
years, 25.
It depends on the horse. I think it's just like dogs. It's 8
Well,
to
if they don't
20
win
years
the races,
or something.
then not
yeah,
too long at all.
8
Glue
to 20
factory.
years or something like that. Certain horses can live a long time. Certain horses die pretty quick. You know,
That's sad.
yeah, 8 years
They're
or
so
something.
majestic.
Yeah,
Horses. I rode a couple horses. One horse actually kicked me in the chest one time. And you know what? I think he kicked me for a good reason, and I'm not
Probably.
sure. But it scared me for horses for a while. Because it could have kicked me in the face, but it kicked me in the chest. And I know it didn't do it at full because it didn't break anything. You know, so it's like the horse was just trying to teach me a lesson. And I think it taught me a pretty good lesson to show more respect for horses. And I think I do.
I grew up with my auntie. She trained horses, and she was a good. Really, I was really close with her, and she tried to teach me to ride horses. And I got thrown from horses a few times when I was real little. And I will not get on a horse to save my life. I would maybe
will.
to save my life,
I will.
but like I'd rather almost run than jump on a horse because I'm scared of things with brains.
I mean, if the
riding
horse
things with
accepts me
brains.
for who I am, I would definitely get on him. But
Yeah,
if the horse is
I'm
like
still scared shitless of
won't
horses,
accept
man.
me, like I'll go to a horse and I'll present myself and I'll totally just submit myself to him or her. And if the horse, I'll try to be politically
Horse is
correct.
gonna be fucking Walton. Oh wow.
So you're really strange if you just kind of came into this conversation.
It's yeah.
Well, you
on
know.
RadioTitans.com, the Sunday show with
And
Johnny
then
O, the great Walt Jordan.
if the horse accepts me, then yeah, of course I'll ride it.
That's usually my rule in life.
Like I
If
said,
they
I try
accept
to-
me,
I try
I'll
to-
ride it.
Yeah.
But let's get out of here. Let's play some more music because this sucks. The Sound of Memory by Mars de la Mancha off his eponymous album, and it's not eponymous by REM. It's eponymous by Mars de la Mancha, meaning it's called Mars de la Mancha.
Yeah, that would be the definition.
That
of
would be it.
eponymous.
Not an album by REM from 1984. It's, but yeah, The Sound of Memory. Let's hear this one. It's a good song. right, people. We're all going to quit our jobs here in the city, move back to the suburbs, and get a job for the school district.
Why don't you move out to the desert?
Good benefits.
Build a yurt.
I like yurts. Super dopey in the desert is what I'm looking at. You get a bunch of sandbags. You fill them with concrete, like a 80-20 concrete mix. And it insulates. It's beautiful. We have this magic box that creates energy and stuff. And it's
You still have that thing? Never got to use that.
it's kind of amazing. That was the sound of memory, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think it's self-explanatory.
Is it?
Pretty much. What about Dark World of the Golden Birds? Is that self-explanatory?
Dark Wood of the Golden
Dark
Birds.
Wood. Oh, we suck. Dark Wood. Is that self-explanatory?
This is just a song inspired by a children's book of the same name by the author Margaret Wise Brown, who wrote Goodnight Moon and by a couple others. But this was my favorite.
Really?
Yeah, growing up.
Let's hear it.
Beware, it's dark in there, and the chill of the wind will begin to rescind. The path that you walk in, you'll find yourself lost in the wood of the golden birds. As you turn around and the wood closes in, you'll look up at the treetops that let no light in. You say to yourself, what a fool I have been to chase after the song that the golden bird sings. Oh, how I love you. Surely one day I'll be home. The songbird that's singing could never be ignored. Please don't try and find me. I know you'll only find your fate. The feather from a golden bird will pierce your heart just the same. Time ago, when I was a boy, I would sit and I listen with rapture and joy. These melodies wove their way through the woods on winds that tasted as violet should. Sweet as the sound was to my ears, it harbored a darkness akin to my fears. Tempted I was to seek out the burn. I ignored all the warnings my mother had told. No one who's ever entered the woods has ever been the same or returned. And now I am frozen still as the tree, but perched upon branches the golden birds be. don't try and find me. I know you'll only find your fate. The feather from a golden bird will pierce your heart just the same. Song they now sing plays from my heart like harp silver strings. The feather there fell from the golden bird's wing has pierced into my heart with a soft subtle sting.
Yeah. Wow. Whoa. I like that one. I enjoy that song. I mean, I kind of enjoy all your songs. I hope everyone else does.
I'm glad you kind of.
No, not kinda. I totally enjoy your music, Mark.
I think everybody.
I'm glad you totally enjoy it.
I totally enjoy it. I actually is like, it's funny because, you know, there's all this music out there in the world. And luckily enough, some of the music that makes me the happiest is from people I know. And people I get to, you know, people I get to hang out with and have a good time with. And that makes it all the more special.
Yeah.
As you know, like when I was a kid, I remember seeing bands, and it was like, you see your friends' bands, and they're very good friends of yours, and there's this bias that comes with it. It's like, and you try to separate yourself from your bias, and it's like, wait, are they actually good, or am I just biased because I like them? No, I mean, this is a serious question, you know. And no, no. If I was tuning in to NPR today at 1:45, I'd be like, oh, yeah, this is shit. Wow. Wow, Terry Gross pulled some good music out of her ass today.
Like I told you, I'm from a small town, and if I had heard you in my little small town, I'd have been like, oh, this guy's rich, and I bet you this, and I bet you that. And I would have just automatically assumed you were a rock star. Like you living the life, living in a mansion in L.A. I would have just assumed everything.
He does. He does. He lives a life, lives in a mansion in L.A. Actually, not a bad neighborhood. It's pretty.
And I think that's a good
Dude,
thing. That
I
would
love my house.
I think
Me
I would
too,
automatically
man.
assume that.
I kind of like, and this is not really even an exaggeration, but I definitely probably have like one of the top 20 best living situations in the city in terms of price, size of place, and location.
Dude, seriously.
Like, I mean, it doesn't get better than that. You literally can't find what I have.
You got Cookbook right down the street, too.
I got Chango right down the street.
Chango's
Cookbook,
nice, too.
I got a gas station. I got
the gas station's nice.
I got easy freeway access. I got a 2-bedroom house.
Elysian's right there.
I got a fucking house, man. I don't have.
Dude,
like,
that's awesome. I mean, because I got the house.
I got a house for apartment pricing.
Yeah, we
like
have
1-bedroom apartment.
We
pricing.
kind of have a house at the house a little bit, but it's still like connected to everyone else, and it's like it's beautiful. Have a front yard, backyard.
Yeah. No.
Oh yeah. I go to John's house, pass out in his front yard. He always says, "No, pass out in the backyard." I say,
no, pass out on the back patio. Let's get to the next song, Ether. I think I've actually. Oh wait, we have played this song on the station before.
Yeah, not this version. Though.
Not this version. This is my favorite version ever. Let's hear it.
All that I am, all that I was, is all just a mystery to me. All that we are, all that we share, has somehow appeared from me fair. Deeper we go, oh, the more one reveals how it grows. We are the sum, the parts of all whole that are one. All that I am, all that I was, is all just a mystery to me. All that we are, all that we share, has somehow appeared from me fair. This element can burn or shine. We are of this everyness that's love and light. All that I am, all that I love, is all just a mystery to me. All that we are, all that we share, has somehow appeared from me fair. All that I was, all that I love, is all just a mystery to me. All that we are, all that we share, has somehow appeared from me fair.
Yeah, where the fuck did the egg shaker go, people? Because that song makes me want to have an egg shaker.
A small little egg.
Yeah.
So you just
Yo, that's
stick in your
like one of
pocket
my
like a
favorite
lighter.
songs by
Or
you.
sticking somewhere else. You know what a pocket means in prison. Never mind. We don't even want to go there.
No, okay. We don't want to know that, but Mark, that is definitely my favorite song by you.
It's not
That's
my
the
favorite
song
song,
that
but
I
it's a pretty
always.
goddamn
That's the one
good
I always
song.
sing.
Yeah.
I
Walton sang it
always
off the
listen.
air.
No, like I listen to that song quite a bit
Yeah. It's a pretty
because
fucking good song.
it's all a mystery to me, and it's real. You know what I'm saying? So
Ether.
I'm sorry. You know, we all got our favorite things.
Let's move on. We are running out of time. People here on RadioTitans.com, the Sunday Show with Johnny O. If we want to play the whole album by Mars de la Mancha, we need to keep going. It's called Pacing. You bust my balls about it. And it's called O Verse of Shining Light. O.
Vessel.
If you
Oh, fuck.
happen to inhabit the vein that I travel, perhaps our paths will one day intertwine. And at that crossroads you will show me things my eyes forever after won't neglect. I will be so happy if you taught me all you know. I would be so happy if you told me where we're going to. Oh, there's a shining light. Oh, there's so me brightly. Oh, there's a shining light. Oh, there's so me brightly. If you choose to lose yourself instead of find you, the path that leads you will be lost. just a choice or two can keep our lives apart. For good or ill, well, who's to say? Life would be so happy if you told me all you know. I would be so happy if you told me where we're going to. Oh, vessel of shining light. Oh, vessel, hold me rightly. Oh, vessel of shining light. Oh, vessel, hold me rightly. I would be so happy if you told me all you know. I would be so happy if you told me where we're going to. Oh, vessel of shining light. Oh, vessel, hold me rightly. Oh, vessel of shining light. Oh, vessel.
Oh, vessel of shining light.
Yes.
That's wow. That's what?
It's
Are we?
spiritual.
Yeah, are we tight on time? So let's wrap it up because we're almost there, man. This has been a Sunday show.
And it's been great having you here, Mark.
Shit,
You
yeah,
got a lot
Mark.
to-
Oh,
We've
I've
been waiting
enjoyed-
for this
I've
show
enjoyed
forever,
it.
man.
Enjoyed
God,
it.
And thank you, Rachel, for coming back because John is such a fuck up.
I am
Thank
such a
you,
fuck up as
Rachel.
an engineer. Thank you very much. Yeah, even as a
Whoa,
radio-
whoa, whoa! You engineer this show too sometimes?
Sometimes.
Jesus
When
Christ.
Rachel can't make it. Like, actually, no, it was the first time in, 32 weeks Rachel couldn't make it. And it was like, damn you, Andrew Monheim.
And you know what?
It was like-
You don't miss that water in the well until it runs dry.
We did all right
And
last
Johnny, you suck.
week. We did
badly.
all right last week, okay? We
You
did
should
all
have
right.
heard that shit, Rachel. You would throw up.
No, it wasn't that bad.
It was bad, Rachel.
But
He had
this-
echo sounds, Rachel.
Oh yeah, we did Walton and Johnny's face. It was great. It was fun. Thank you guys so much. It has been October 26th, 2014. I am fucking 40, people.
I'm the
Oh
great
my
Walton
god.
Jordan.
I've
He is
made
40.
it. I've made it to
Congratulations, John.
40.
4 decades, man. It's
Four
pretty good.
decades. I've been Kenny 4 times now. That's how I'm looking at it. Kenny, I got to 10th grade or 4th grade and died 4 times.
4th grade is 9 years old.
10 for me.
You get
I'm
held back?
No, I just went to school late.
Okay.
I got held back.
My birthday's in October,
grade.
so
I was always young for my grade.
I was
Those-
always like,
Those kind of problematic.
yeah. They wanted to push me ahead, but my parents were like, "No, it's bad for his socialization skills." But no, they. This has been the Sunday Show with Johnny O, the Great Walton Jordan, special guest Mars de la Mancha.
And thank you
Yeah.
to everybody who listened to the show.
Yeah, thank
we
you
sure
guys.
appreciate you guys.
We do, and here is the song that is seriously of all the songs on this album. This is the one that kind of speaks to me the most because I know at 40 years old, man, I have taken a road less traveled. How the fuck else we end up on the radio right now? And let's hear it. The road less traveled here on RadioTitans.com. Tune in next week. We will be here kicking ass. Paul Danke will be in house. It'll be a great time.
He's my friend.
I know. He's my friend, too.
I'm the great Walton Jordan.
I'm Johnny O.
I'm Morris de la Mancha.
And that's Rachel Odo on the boards.
Take a road less traveled just to see what it brings. To cross the bridges to nowhere has cost me almost everything. Well, there's so many steps to be taken. Will there be time left to live? I just don't know when I'll be home. Mother, I'm trying not to feel so alone. Go where the wind takes you. Don't let them hold you back. Just in yourself, 'cause nobody else can carry you down that path. To seek out wisdom of sages, just to learn how to see. To give every piece of my heart is what matters most to me. Well, I've been to the brink of destruction, looked over and walked brightly back. I just don't know how long it can last. Father, I feel like I'm stuck in the past. Oh, where the wind takes you, don't let them hold you back. Just in yourself, 'cause nobody else can carry you down that path. So brightly, just to keep carrying on, to move on past the darkness. The shroud will lift before long. A little while we'll all be the elders. The troubles of now will be gone. And I just don't know, and maybe I won't. Sisters, could you tell me what life is for? Oh, where the wind takes you, don't let them hold you back. Just in yourself, 'cause nobody else can carry you down that path. I said just in yourself, 'cause nobody else can carry you down.
Holy fucking shit, that's amazing. Mars plays violin. We didn't even know that. I didn't even know that. That was great. Thank you very much. We'll see you guys next week, the Sunday show with Johnny O. Here on Radio Titans. Walton Jordan, the great Walton Jordan. Mars de la Mancha.
Yo.
Look that shit up.
Yeah.
Actually, listen next week. We're going to... No, listen next week. We'll tell you where to find it all.
Yeah.
Everywhere. Just you'll find it.
We'll have links available for you next week.
Yeah.
And John will tell you where to find the music.
And we'll put the links
Please
up on the
support
internet.
Mars de la Mancha so he
Give
can
him
get rich
all
so
your
I
money
can
so
borrow
he can
money.
make more albums.
I thought so you could drive my truck.
Oh,
I thought it was...
borrow
You
money.
drive
I'm
my
gonna need
van.
gas money.
I thought it was so we could hear him make more albums because that's all we really want.
That's all I really want to do.
Yeah, me too. Okay, thank you guys. Have a great week. It's been
Thank
October
you.
26,
Love each other.
2014. The Sunday Show with Johnny O.
Great Walton Jordan.
Great Walton Jordan.
The great
Radio Titans. Kicking ass, taking names. See you next week. Peace.
Ciao.
Peace.